Create your investment club table of contents. What is an investment club? The thrill of investing. Reasons to start a club. Personal reasons for joining an investment club. Requirements of a successful investment club. Types of investors. Step 1, find members. Step 2, the first meeting. Step 3, election of officers. Advice for the second meeting. Step 4, the business model. Step 5, register. Set a mission. Educational program. Find a broker. How to find a discounted broker. Investment software. Investment club resources. Stock symbols. Glossary of investment terms. 8 of the best applications to invest in the stock market. Crowlending. Conclusion. Bibliography. Introduction. This book is designed to give you all the information about an investment club, including how to start one and keep it running smoothly. You will be able to start your own investment club after reading this book and following the steps outlined here. There are many investment clubs around the world that have been running for a long time. With a little work and planning, you too can be part of a successful investment club. After reading this book, you will learn the following. What is an investment club about? The thrill of investing. Why you should start an investment club. Personal reasons for starting an investment club. Characteristics that must be present in both the investment club and its members. The different types of investors. How to find members for an investment club. What to expect from the first meeting. What type of officers to choose for the club. Different types of business models. How to register your investment club. The importance of a mission statement. The importance of an educational program. Types of brokers or brokers. Types of investment software. Investment club resources. The meaning of stock symbols. A glossary of investment terms. This book will help you invest in no time and can be used as a guide to successfully starting your own investment club. The important thing is to have fun investing and learning about the stock market or alternative investments with a group of people who share your interests. What is an investment club? The definition of an investment club is simple: a group of people who share an interest in the stock market and other investment possibilities who pool their resources into one large investment. Defining how an investment club works is more complicated. In most cases, the investment club will be registered as a partnership and the club members will make decisions together about what stocks or strategies they consider to be good investment risk. Most of the time, investment decisions will be made after some research has been done on the stocks being considered. This will be discussed in more detail in this book. An important feature of an investment club is that the members are there to have fun while investing their money and learning about the stock market. Making a profit is not the sole objective of the club, and members are encouraged to have fun while investing their money. An investment club is not for those who are looking for a quick way to make money easily. People who want a quick turnaround are discouraged from joining an investment group and investing on their own. A main characteristic of the investment group is to start learning how to invest your money and invest for the long term rather than the short term. There are several things to keep in mind if you are considering starting an investment club or are interested in joining an existing one. Make sure you understand all the reasons why you should start an investment group and the requirements to be successful as a group. The following is a list of important ideas and information to consider before starting your club. Be realistic. If you are starting an investment club to make money on the stock market, you will most likely be very disappointed. The goal of an investment club is to learn more about the stock market, and if you dream of getting rich, you will start the club for the wrong reasons. Joining an investment club means joining for a long period of time. Expect to be a hobbyist. Starting an investment club doesn't mean you have to be a stock market expert. In fact, an investment club is ideal for a group of hobbyists who want to learn how the stock market works and what it can do for them. An investment club is a safe environment where you can invest a little money and not worry about losing a lot of hard-earned money when the unexpected happens. Amount of money to invest. Don't think you need a lot of money for investment purposes to start an investment club. In fact, it's just the opposite. You don't need to have a lot of money to invest when starting an investment club. You can set a minimum rate for each month's contribution that fits within your budget. You will have the opportunity to determine what the minimum monthly contribution should be each month when you have your first investment club meeting. Combined investment money. On your own, you may not have enough money to invest in the stock market so that you can make a profit. However, When you combine your investment money with that of others in the club, you will have a significant amount of money to invest in the stocks that you have been watching and believe may be successful. Keep in mind that just as there can be fear in numbers, there is also a shared sense of security when you are not investing alone. Diplomacy. One thing to keep in mind is that your voice will be part of a larger group and you may not always have a voice in the stocks you want to invest in. If you can't sit back and let other people make another decision rather than something you would prefer, then an investment club might not be for you. It should have the ability to allow the majority to rule each time a decision is made. Learning experience. You must be prepared to be satisfied that you never make a profit in the stock market. One of the important goals and characteristics of an investment club is that you benefit from the learning experience of being with other people with the same interests in the stock market. If you never earn a penny, you should be satisfied with your participation as part of an investment group. Starting your own investment club will be an enjoyable, and perhaps profitable, way to spend time with others who share the same passion for investing as you. You will be able to learn about the stock market in a safe environment with other people who understand your fascination for the stock market or the many options that exist today, such as crowlending, crowdfunding, cryptocurrencies. The thrill of investing in the stock market is a fun and exciting way to learn more about financing and more about how to invest your money successfully. When you start looking at the stock market, you will see that stock prices drop dramatically overnight or are thrown madly into a crazy arc of earnings. This can be exciting and fun, but you need to determine if this kind of hard-earned cash risk is something you want to participate in or watch from afar. You have to be very aware of the fact that you could lose the money you have invested overnight. If your financial goal is to save money safely so that you can retire, then you may need to put your money in a savings account and watch it slowly grow or find a pension plan that meets your needs. However, if you are willing to take risks so that your money has the potential to grow rapidly and in large amounts, then you have the perfect personality for someone who should be part of an investment club. The people who are part of an investment club are willing to take risks, so they can make a profit, enjoying the whole process of the stock market and checking every day to see how their stocks have fared overnight. But they are also sane and rational when it comes to their money, and they want to retire with a good-sized nest of savings as a cushion. Investing in the stock market is a way to earn large sums of money while having fun doing it. When you invest in the stock market, you should be prepared to have some periods of time when you are trading at a loss. During those periods when the stock market is slow, it is probably best to put your money in a savings account at the bank. But if you are patient and weather slow stock market times, you will come back with a bang and make more profit than if you had actually put your money in a savings account. When you are part of an investment club, you are combining your money with other investors who wait patiently during slow market periods for the returns on your investments to recover. There are several good reasons why investing in the stock market is smart and profitable. You have the potential for much better results and returns than when you invest your money in annuity savings or in the bank. Your money will be much more liquid, which means you will have the ability to move it around the stock market, which you may not be able to do if you lock your money in a savings account. This does not mean that you want to constantly buy and sell your shares. However, it does mean that you will have more control over where you go, what you do with it, and how much you want to invest in the stock market. When you invest in the stock market, you will have diversity with your savings and the money you get from other sources, such as inherited money, insurance, real estate, or your business projects. If you have extra money that is not expressed by bills and other expenses, consider investing that money. You have the ability to realize some dreams in your life that you may not be able to fulfill if you did not have the returns that you can make by investing. Playing the stock market means taking some of your dreams and making them come true. You will gain much more knowledge about the business and investment environment. If you already have an interest in investing money, joining an investment club is a great way to gain more knowledge and share your similar interests with others. You will be able to meet regularly with people who are learning about the stock market right next to you. When you invest in the stock market, you are taking your finances under your own control. You are not counting on the government for your future financial needs. The Money Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki is a very graphic and simple way to understand how money moves. It has tons of books, but if you haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad yet, this is a basic book you should start with to learn what money is and how it works. The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill to Make Money. The Year I Worked at Zara and Became a Millionaire Anonymous, as a story of overcoming starting from scratch. Being part of an investment club is exciting and fun. Earning profits along the way is a great advantage and will cheer you up even more. Always keep in mind that you may never make a substantial profit for many years. This should not discourage you, but rather should inspire you to do something different. Reasons to start a club. Now that you know how much fun and excitement investing in the stock market can bring to your life, you will want to know some of the reasons people create investment clubs. These reasons include combined investment knowledge. When you work with a group of people who have a similar interest in the stock market, they may have a great deal of combined knowledge working to your advantage. Even those newcomers to the stock market will have valuable opinion and pieces of information that, when added together, amount to a great deal of thought power. As long as you have a diplomacy plan, you will be able to make decisions about where you are going to invest your money in such a way that the choice is made by the majority and based on a great deal of thought. If you can't follow the lead of a group of people you are working with, then an investment club may not be for you. Personal risk is low. Although the money your club has to invest may be quite large, your personal contribution may be minimal. This way, you won't risk a lot of money while learning how the stock market works. You can still make big investments, but your loss factor will be manageable for you. Please note that when your club makes a profit, no matter how small, the amount must be distributed among the membership. More room for earnings. Recent investment club studies show that when a group of people make investment decisions after a series of discussions and debates, the profit potential is greater than when individuals make their own decisions about where and how to invest their money. Similar interests. Members of an investment club enjoy meeting regularly to discuss the investment market and learn more about a topic that interests them very much. Invest regularly. Investment clubs have the ability to invest in the stock market even when the market is falling or slow. Because the money is distributed among a group of members, the space for great personal loss does not exist. Reinvest. Since most members are part of an investment club for fun and to learn more about the stock market, there will be more room to reinvest the profits and dividends that come from successful investments. When you invest on your own, you won't be as willing to part with your earned investment money and reinvest everything you earn. In addition, reinvesting the profits in a long-term strategy generates the snowball effect, which is getting bigger and bigger. This is what is called compound interest. Distribute investments. When you invest with a group of people, you can diversify your investments and not be limited to one or two market options. Diversification is key, since if one or two investments do not work, the others cover this loss or this stop. There are many other reasons why it is mutually beneficial for people to join an investment club. The main reason is that people have a genuine interest in sharing their investment experience and knowledge with others with the same interests. Personal reasons for joining an investment club. There are personal reasons why you will want to start or join an investment club. At last you will have the opportunity to play on the stock market in a safe, low-risk environment that will allow you to learn more about a topic that interests you a lot. Personal reasons for joining an investment club include confidence. You may feel more confident when learning about the world of investing from a group of like-minded people. Starting. If you have always wanted to invest in the stock market, but have been reluctant to lose large sums of money because you do not know what you are doing, then an investment club is ideal for you, as it can be part of a large investment in team. Low investments. If you only have a small amount of money to invest each month, like $25, $30, $40, euros, pesos, whatever currency, then an investment club is perfect for you. You can invest small amounts of money into the largest combined total of the entire club. Invest in education. If you've always wanted to learn more about investing in the stock market, but keep putting it aside for whatever reason, an investment club is a great way to inspire you to attend meetings and learn more about investing. Socialize. Getting together with a group of like-minded people is a nice way to learn about something you've always wanted to know. Inspiration. When you can safely work with like-minded people, you'll be inspired to take a chance and learn all you can about investing. There are many other personal reasons why you should start or join an investment club. The main thing is that you want to invest some of your money in a fun and educational way. Requirements of a successful investment club. For an investment club to be successful, there are several requirements that must be met in order for the club to function and function smoothly. When a group of people come together with similar interests, certain conditions need to be met and basic rules followed. Each member of the club should be sure of the expectations and should have some simple attributes that are met. Some of these requirements are: investment objectives. Each member of the group should have the same goal in mind and the same methods to achieve it. If some group members are only interested in making a profit, instead of learning more about the investment and the details involved, there will be a divided set of goals. All club members should have the same investment philosophy. Long-term goals. Club members should be clear about the long-term goals of the club. There must be an established understanding of how much of the investment earnings will be kept and how much will be immediately reinvested in the stock market. There should be an equal amount of growth and stability that is agreed upon. Organized communication. Club members should communicate regularly. Part of the experience of starting an investment club is coming together to enjoy similar interests and goals. Mandatory meetings. It is important that group members are able to attend all meetings. When making decisions about ongoing and future investments, it is important that all members are part of the decision process. If the group's decision is delayed because some members do not attend regularly, the investment group's efforts are compromised. Stock decisions. Before buying or selling any shares, all members of the investment club will be required to be part of the study of these shares and part of the final decision. Internet access. Investment club members will want to have computers with internet access so that they can keep track of the market from their homes and so they can communicate with other members frequently. The importance of good communication between group members cannot be stressed enough. Control points of responsibility. It will be very important that the investment club have checkpoints that account for all investments, gains, losses, and other money matters. These checkpoints should be readily available for all club members to read at any given time. An investment club should run smoothly with a great deal of trust and confidence among its members. When all club members expect and meet the same requirements, they all work together in a way that induces success and hopefully some profitability. Types of investors. There are different styles and types of investors that exist in the stock market. Investors use the stock market to build their investment portfolio so that they can see a long-term profit that occurs over a long period of time. Someone who is only using the stock market to make money quickly for a short period of time is called a trader. Members of an investment group belong to the first category. They are in the long-term investment market. There are different types of investors who use different methods to analyze the market and market conditions. These three methods of market analysis are: technical analysis. This analysis method is used by a momentum investor. Technical analysis looks at the price of fluctuations that occur in the stock market. The investor bases the decision to buy or sell on what he thinks the price will do next. Fundamental analysis. Number 1. The growth investor uses fundamental analysis. This type of analysis decides whether a certain company is a good investment based on the company's profits, sales growth, and profit margins. Fundamental analysis. Number 2. A value investor uses this type of analysis. This analysis method is similar to the analysis used by a growth investor, but is slightly different. A value investor takes a close look at stock market companies that have a low value. The investor looks at stocks that are currently cheap and low, but have the potential for a good recovery. Most investment clubs use the fundamental method of analysis to make the majority of their investment decisions. They find companies listed on the stock market that show good growth and earnings after earnings, but are still cheap to buy and have not yet reached their potential. Members of the investment club buy these stocks and hold them for several years, as long as the fundamentals, as mentioned above, remain strong. This type of investment strategy is called buy and hold. How to start an investment club. Step 1. Find members. Once you've gathered the basic information on why you should start an investment club and the requirements that members should have, you are ready to take the first step to officially start your investment club. You will need to find members to join your club, and you can do this in a number of ways. If you have one or two friends who have shown a mutual interest in the stock market or the bond market, you can approach them to join their investment club. You can find other people interested in joining your club by advertising in the newspaper or posting notices on community bulletin boards or through social media. The important thing to remember is that you want to attract people interested in learning more about the stock market while investing small amounts of money. You shouldn't be overly concerned if most of the people who have expressed an interest in joining your club are all new to the stock market. In fact, it can be a good thing that your club is made up of people who have no real experience in the market. People who have prior experience with the stock market can quickly become frustrated when dealing with amateurs. Don't worry too much about being part of a group of people who are inexperienced, as there are many resources available to help you learn about investing and the process to go through. Before your first meeting with people interested in joining your investment group, you should provide them with information about the club. This includes letting them know what the club will be about and how it should be run. Step 2. The first meeting. When you meet for the first time, there are several things that you will need to discuss. Let everyone have a chance to add their input to the meeting so that all opinions are taken into account. Be sure to schedule a large amount of time for this first meeting so that you have plenty of time to talk about all of the following: common interest of the stock market. Make sure everyone has an equal interest in starting an investment club. You want to make sure everyone is in tune with the club. Organization. Discuss the exact details of how the club is to be run. At this time you can discuss the goals of your club's management and how you plan to achieve this organization. Commitment. All members should know the level of commitment that is required to participate in an investment club. This, reaffirming that there is seriousness in being a club member, will give anyone who thinks better of it the opportunity to decline membership. Reading material. There should be a list of investment material that everyone should read to familiarize themselves with investment techniques and definitions. At the time of the next meeting, members can begin to discuss the finer points of investing. Investment strategy. There should be a mutual agreement on the investment style your club will focus on. Vote if the group is divided on any investment issue. Since this is still the first meeting, any member who seriously disagrees about the decisions made at this first meeting has the opportunity to decline membership. Members must agree that this is a long-term commitment, and if your goal is to get rich in 1 or 2 years and then leave the club, it goes against the investment club's goal. Monthly contribution. Members must mutually agree on the amount of money to contribute each month. Please note that you may make changes to the minimum amount policy at a later date. Many clubs start with small contributions of between $25 and $60. This money is used for the club's administrative expenses, as well as for a contribution to the investment fund. The first kickoff meeting is a great way to clear things up and start laying down some basic guidelines on how your investment club will be run and what your goals will be. You want to make sure that most of the members think the same way. There are several other administrative matters that you will want to discuss at your first meeting. These administrative issues include meeting times. All members must agree on 1. The days and time they will meet. Most investment clubs meet once a month. 2. The place where they will meet. 3. The duration of the meetings. Most meetings last between 2 and 3 hours. 4. The organizational format that each meeting will take. Number of members. Agree on the size of the investment club. Studies show that a good size for an investment club is about 12 to 15 members. When you limit the size of the club to this number of members, it is still small enough to hold meetings in the members' homes. Meeting point. You may want to come up with alternative meeting places, such as a local library or cafe, to use as an alternative meeting option. Name of the club. You will want to think of a name for your investment club. You don't have to make this decision at your first meeting, but members should come to the next meeting ready with several ideas to share about the club name. Once you have agreed to all of the above topics, you are ready for your second meeting, where you will address the most important aspects of investing, such as legal details and tax issues. To prepare for the more detailed information and decisions you will have to make, you should assign tasks to members to come prepared to the next meeting with the following information and data: association agreement forms, information to prepare a mission statement and bylaws, bank information, legal forms, such as tax information, information on how to form a company, local investment statutes, broker information, account info, investment information and articles, a list of current members, including phone numbers and addresses. When all of the above details are paid attention to, your investment club will be off to a good start. Delegation of duties is a great way to involve all members and complete tasks in a timely manner. Step 3. Election of officers. When it comes time for your second investment club meeting, you'll want to finalize a few decisions that have to do with how your club is run and organized. You will want to determine some of the responsibilities that need to be met and which officers will be chosen to handle those responsibilities. All positions must be clearly defined so that members can be elected to these positions. Keep in mind that all members of the club will have responsibilities, but when you elect officers, you will have certain positions filled in which the members have a particular duty and task. Most investment clubs will have the following officers: President. The President may also be known as the presiding partner. The President is the one who decides when the next meeting will take place, usually done by group vote, but made official by the President, presides over the meetings and plans the activities, usually done with a mutual decision of other members. Vice President. The Vice President may also be known as an assistant presiding partner. The Vice President is the member who stands in for when the President is absent or needs assistance with presidential duties. The Vice President is usually the one who plans some of the educational information that is provided to the club at meetings. Treasurer. The Treasurer is also known as a financial partner. The Treasurer is the one who takes care of the brokerage firm and carries out the purchase and sale of shares. The Treasurer is also responsible for keeping accurate records of the club's financial holdings, the financial contributions of individual members, and any other records that relate to monetary and financial matters. Secretary. The Secretary is also known as the recording partner. The Secretary is responsible for keeping the minutes of each meeting. The Secretary also informs other members of upcoming meetings. If a member misses a meeting, the Secretary is the one who passes the minutes of the last meeting to the absent member so that everyone is up to date on all the decisions of the meeting. Education Officer. Many clubs have what is known as an education officer. This member of the club is in charge of organizing educational activities such as guest speakers, reading material, field trips, and presentations that have to do with investing. When you select members to fill the positions above, you are simply ensuring that your club is run in an organized and efficient manner. Tips for the second meeting. After your first meeting has been a success, you will want to make sure certain things have been completed for the second meeting. These tasks include: register your investment club business entity with the state. This includes the name of your investment club. When you return the documentation, the newly elected secretary of your investment club should ensure that the documentation is on file and that the club members have access to the information. Tax identification number. This is the time to submit the information necessary to obtain a tax identification number. The newly elected treasurer will now be able to open a bank checking account for their club, as well as open a brokerage account. If your investment club has not decided which brokerage to use, this task will need to be delayed to a later date. Educational program. The vice president, or education officer, should be planning the first educational program that you will begin to learn. Accounting. The newly elected treasurer should have the accounting system set up by the time their second meeting arrives. Software programs. If your investment club is going to use other software to keep track of stocks, earnings, expenses, and other administrative information, the newly hired secretary can purchase the software and install it. Remember to keep in mind that if more than one member of your club is going to use the software program on their computer, you will have to purchase multiple copies of the software or purchase multiple licenses for more than one user. Copies of the last minutes. The secretary should make sure that copies of the minutes from the last meeting are available to all members of your club. This is so that each member, whether or not an elected official, feels like they are part of the entire investment club. Original copies. The secretary must keep all original copies of official documentation in a safe place. This includes registration documents, member information, share purchases, and any other official records that need to be kept secure. Your investment group should be as well prepared as possible for the second meeting. If you discover that one or two people from the first meeting have retired, but you still want to keep the number of members, you should invite any new members to this second meeting. Step 4. The business model. Your investment club will need to decide what type of entity to adopt for business purposes. You will have to decide whether to be a corporation, a general partnership, or a limited liability company. Each of these business models has its own advantages and disadvantages. Corporation. Most investment clubs will avoid becoming corporations. This is because corporations are taxable business entities that require well-informed accounting skills to run smoothly and in accordance with government regulations. A corporation generally means a lot of paperwork. This paperwork can be avoided by choosing another business model for your purpose of running an investment club. General society. This type of business model requires less paperwork and knowledge of taxes and other financial issues. Most investment clubs choose a general partnership as their choice of business entity. A general partnership has nominal paperwork and associated costs because taxes carry over to each partner's tax returns. This type of business model will allow you to achieve what you need to do to run your investment club with the least amount of fiscal clout. Limited liability companies. This type of business model is very similar to the general partnership, but it gives the individual members of your investment group a little more liability protection. Be aware that this type of business entity can be expensive and will require more paperwork. Members of your investment group will need to decide which of the above business models will work best for your club. You will have to make a decision one way or another, as establishing a business entity is a requirement for tax purposes. Step 5. Register. The location of your investment club will be a deciding factor on your club's registration requirements. The registration requirements will be different depending on the state or province in which you live. You will need to contact your local government to find out what your own requirements are. If you live in the United States, you can contact the Secretary of State's office for more information on how to register your investment club. http://www.nas.org/sos/sosflags.html. The United States will assign what is known as a federal tax identification number to your investment club. You will need to use this identification number on all your tax returns. You will also need the identification number when you are dealing with a brokerage firm and your bank when you are opening accounts for your investment club. To obtain a federal tax identification number, you must obtain an SS-4 form from the IRS, which can be obtained at any local library. The procedure and process for obtaining a government identification number for tax purposes will vary depending on the country in which you live. The information above is unique to the United States. In Spain, the types of companies most used for the incorporation of companies are 2, 1 limited liability company, SRL or SL. 2 stock company, SA. Let's see in summary each one of them. 1. Limited liability company. The SL is the corporate structure most used by entrepreneurs, due to the ease of its constitution. It is characterized by the following aspects: its capital stock is divided into shares. The partners or founders are not personally liable for corporate debts. The minimum capital is €3,000 and must be fully paid up. There are limitations to the transfer of shares. Liability is limited to capital stock. You are not required to be audited. 2. Limited company. It is similar to the limited company, but due to different circumstances, it is less used to undertake and is usually used by companies of greater volume than an undertaking. It has the following characteristics: the capital stock is divided into shares. The partners or founders are not personally liable for corporate debts. The minimum capital is €60,000 and 25% has to be paid. The shares can be easily sold. Liability is limited to capital stock. You have an obligation to be audited. If you are at least 3 partners and 3 workers, do not stop analyzing the option of limited labor company, a type of company that can be a good option in the cases of worker founders, by the way, a very common situation. How to incorporate a company step by step. We are going to explain the steps to establish it, which appear to be complicated, but step by step, they are simple and you will not need to contract the procedure to an agency or similar. 1. Commercial registry. Ask the Mercantile Registry for a negative certification of the name of the company. This document certifies that there is no other company with the same name. 2. Account in a bank. Open an account at the bank in the name of the company, deposit the capital stock and ask the bank for a certification that accredits the deposit of the money. 3. Draft the bylaws. For this procedure you can ask for help from a notary or a lawyer, even an agency. It seems like a process to go through as soon as possible, but we recommend in a very important way that you know exactly what you are signing means for society. Think that by these statutes you can make or not decisions in your company, you can sell or not the shares, you can discuss or not with a co-founder for investment in a project. These statutes are the life of your venture. The minimum content of the bylaws for an SL is as follows: company name, social object, activity or activities that you are going to do, address, social capital, form of administration, sole administrator, joint or several administrators or board of directors, way of deliberating and adopting agreements by the organs of the company. 4. Draft a partners agreement. The partners agreement may be essential for the viability of the company in the future. It is a private agreement between the co-founders that has the following content: functions and remuneration of each partner. Agreements on the governance of the company, majorities necessary for the adoption of certain agreements can be regulated. Commitment of permanence and non-competence of the partners in front of the company. Confidentiality regarding the information of the company. Transfer of shares. This aspect is essential for a startup that needs investors and wants to regulate its entry into the capital stock and the conditions in which it will be produced, to prevent the founding partners from losing control. 5. Deed before a notary. Formalization before a notary of the public deed of incorporation of the company. All partners must attend personally or with a power of attorney. The following documents are required: bylaws, negative certification from the Mercantile Registry regarding the company name, bank certification in relation to the deposit of the capital stock, DNI, NI, and deeds of empowerment, if any partner does not attend the signing of the deed in person, of all partners. Declaration of foreign investments, if any partner is not Spanish. 6. CIF and IAE. Obtain the provisional CIF, register with the IAE and make the census declaration, Model 036. 7. Registration in the Mercantile Registry. Registers the deed of incorporation of the company in the Mercantile Registry. The term is 3 months from the date of incorporation of the company. 8. Request the final CIF. Once the deed is registered in the Mercantile Registry, you will have to go back to the Treasury and ask for the final CIF. Regardless of the country in which you live, it is important that you request your tax identification number as soon as possible to avoid delays. A delay could mean a delay in your investment schedule. Mission status: you'll want to come up with a proper mission statement for your investment club. This isn't something you need to do right away, but within a few months of your inception, you'll want to have your mission statement in place. A mission statement for your investment club is an easy way to stay focused and aware of the goals you have set for your investment club. Your mission statement will clearly describe how your investment club will be organized and how you will achieve your goals. You'll want to write your mission statement and make sure that every member of the club, and any future members, has a copy of the mission statement. Educational program: when your investment club is starting, you will want to find educational materials that will give all members an overview of how investing works. As time passes and members gain more investment experience and knowledge, you will want to increase the intensity of your educational program. No matter where you are at the level of educational material you are viewing, you want to have a definite plan for what you want to learn. Start slowly with your educational program and build it up little by little. Take the time to have meetings where you discuss what each member knows about investing and what they want to learn about the process. Keep lists of what people want to learn so you always have ideas for future educational programs. There may be times when you want to invite a guest speaker to your meetings to give you a first-hand experience of the world of investing. This is a great way to get information that you can actively use in your own investment club. Experienced investors can give you an overview of their own investment guidelines and advice. In the long run, this can give your club some great new ideas on how to spend your monthly contributions. And the more ideas you have, the more investment incentives you have. Find a broker. Your investment club will need to find an investment broker to work with. You can delegate someone to come up with a few broker options and then take a final vote for your decision. Many investment clubs will use a full-time broker to guide them and offer advice in occasional meetings. If you don't want to use a full-time broker, you can use what is known as a discount broker. A discount broker will give you detailed information on the stocks, but will not give you advice on what to sell or buy. Using a discount broker seems to be the most popular option, as the purpose of the investment club is to make its own decisions about the stocks it will take on. When you use a discount broker, you won't have to pay a large commission to a full-time broker. Your club will have to vote and decide what is in the best interests of the majority. You can also consider using the services of an online broker. Online discount brokers will have low commissions that can be a benefit to your club when it comes to the way you manage your finances. On average, an online broker will cost up to $8 or $10 or euros, even less per transaction. How to find a discount broker? If your investment club has decided that using a discount broker is in your best interest, you will need to know how to find one. It won't matter which discount agent you decide to use as long as your club can choose its own stocks. There is a lot of competition when it comes to discount brokers, so you will be able to get great deals on broker fees if you take the time to search for them. Your investment club should delegate 1 or 2 members to find the best discount brokers they can find, both online and locally. There are a few things to keep in mind when looking for a discount broker: customer service offered by the broker, fees, other incentives to hire the broker. The fees you have to pay to the discount broker will generally be quite low. You will see many discount brokers offering their services both locally and online. However, many times choosing the discount broker with the lowest rates means that you may be sacrificing some customer service for this lower rate. You will have to decide if you want to trade a low price for customer service. If you are considering hiring your internet discount agent, there are a few things to keep in mind. Online brokers generally fall into one of 3 groups: very economical. If your investment group is planning a lot of buying and selling in the stock market, you will want to consider using a very inexpensive broker for your transactions. Most of these cheap brokers charge between $4 and €12 per trade. Moderately valued. The mid-range price these brokers charge is $12 to $20 per trade. Expensive. Brokers that charge a high fee per trade often offer you the best customer service, so the price might be worth it for your investment club. You will have the opportunity to work with a broker who provides you with excellent service. These brokers generally charge between $20 and €30 per trade. When looking for a broker and basing your decision on customer service and the way the website works, you will want to take some time to check out the broker's website. You want to make sure the website is easy to use and easy to navigate. You will want to know what type of customer service the broker offers. You will soon be able to make a decision on customer service after placing your first trade with the broker. Be sure to find out if there are other incentives offered that make you want to hire the broker. Other benefits online brokers offer that can benefit your investment club include books and educational materials to buy at a discounted price or to read online. Airline miles for your airline miles program, free internet access, a discount on your first trade. Your investment club shouldn't make a decision on which broker to use based on the additional incentives on offer. Take your time deciding which broker you will ultimately use. If it is 2 or 3 brokers who have caught the attention of members of your investment group, you will have to vote and have a majority decision. Always keep in mind that you can change brokers anytime you want if you are not satisfied with the first broker you have been working with. Investment software. There are many different types of software that are available to your investment club to make things, such as investment decisions and accounting practices, easier and more efficient to complete. It will be beneficial to you if several of your investment club members have different types of software on your home computer so that you can make more informed decisions about where you want to invest. Stock Analyzer. There are different types of software available to help you analyze the stocks you are interested in and keep an eye on. Accounting Program. You will need to have software for accounting purposes so that you can keep track of all your finances and generate reports for all members of your investment club to have on file. You'll also want to use your accounting software to keep track of cash transactions, member transactions, and security transactions. Keeper of portfolio records. This type of software will keep track of your portfolio. It will track details such as investment and transaction fees, your purchases and sales, member transactions, and stock market fluctuations for your stocks. There are many other different types of software that you can use to help your investment club run smoothly and to keep track of your earnings and expenses. Investment club resources. The following links are excellent resources that your investment club should take advantage of to get the most out of your investment experience. Stock Analyzer available from Kingsoft, http://www.kinginet.com available from NAIC, http://www.better-investing.org/about/software/nsa.html National Association of Investors Corporation, NAIC. This website has a wealth of investment information that will be of great benefit to you and your investment club. http://www.better-investing.org U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. This website provides you with basic information on investment club regulations. Securities and Exchange Commission Office of Education and Investor Assistance 450 5th Street NW Washington, D.C. 20549-0213 http://www.sec.gov/investor/pub/invclub.htm Investment calculators. These tools can help you calculate a variety of information including the future value and present value of stocks. http://www.investopedia.com/calculator NAIC Club Accounting Software. The software is perfect for all your accounting needs. http://www.better-investing.org/about/software/nca.html NAIC Portfolio Record Keeper. The software will help you keep track of information that is important to your stock portfolio. http://www.better-investing.org/about/software/prk.html Bivio. This is a good online source of useful information for investment clubs. http://www.bivio.com/index.html Stock symbols. This is a quick introduction to letter symbols that identify actions based on a variety of details. Each value has a particular letter that has been assigned to it so that it is unique and so that you can easily identify it. A, Class A B, Class B C, exceptions to the issuer rating D, new E, delinquencies in required SEC filings F, foreigner G, first convertible bond H, second convertible bond, same company I, third convertible bond, same company J, voting K, no voting rights L, various situations, such as deposit slips, stubs, collateral, and units M, preferred room, same company N, third preferred, same company O, second preferred, same company P, first preference, same company Q, bankruptcy procedure R, rights S, shares of beneficial interest T, with warrants or with rights U, units V, when it is issued and when it is distributed W, guarantees Y, ADR, U.S. certificates of deposit, Z, various situations such as depository receipts, stubs, additional guarantees and units. After spending a little time and reading the market actions, you will become familiar with these symbols. Glossary of investment terms. The following investment terms will help give your investment club a basic introduction to the language of investing. The more you understand about the world of investing, the more you will enjoy your investment club. The information has been collected from the following website, http://www.netvest.com/edu/edu_glossary.html All or none, A on, all or none. A stipulation for a buy or sell order that instructs the broker to complete the order in its entirety or not to complete any. The client will not accept a partial execution, only 300 shares of a 1000 order. Appreciation. The increase in the value of an asset. Order price. The lowest price for which someone has declared that they will sell their security at any given time. In over-the-counter shares, the ask is the best quoted price at which a market maker is willing to sell a share. On the money, an option in which the strike price is exactly equal to the trade price of the underlying security. Offer price. The highest price someone has stated that they want to pay for a security at any given time. Broker, 1. A person or company that charges a fee or commission for executing buy and sell orders submitted by another person or company. 2. The brokerage paper that is signed when it acts as an agent for a client and charges the client for its services. Call option. An option contract that gives the holder the right to buy, and imposes the obligation to sell, a specified number of shares of the underlying stock at the exercise price given on or before the expiration date of the contract. Capital. Accumulated money or property used to produce income. Commercial paper. Short-term loans with maturities ranging from 2 to 270 days that are granted to banks and corporations. Commodity. Bulk products such as metals, food, and cereals whose price is determined through competitive bids and offers. Common stock. An equity value that represents property in a corporation. QZIP number. A unique 9-digit numeric code for a particular class of security, i.e. Microsoft Common Stock or Acorn International Fund. QZIP stands for Committee on Uniformed Security Identification Procedures. Agenda. A buy or sell order that, if not executed, expires at the end of the trading day on which it was entered. Distributor. The role of a securities firm when acting as the principal in a particular transaction. A company acts as a distributor when it buys or sells a security on its own account and at its own risk and then charges the client a markup or a markdown. Do not reduce, DNR, do not reduce order. Stipulation that instructs the broker not to decrease the limit price on buy limit and sell stop orders on the date of registration of a cash dividend. Exchange. Any organization, association, or group of people that maintains or provides a market in which securities can be bought and sold. An exchange does not have to have a physical place of business and several electronic exchanges work. Nasdaq National Market Securities. The Nasdaq National Market consists of more than 3,000 companies that have a national or international shareholder base, that have applied for a listing, meet strict financial requirements, and are in accordance with specific corporate governance standards. To initially list, companies must have significant net tangible assets or operating income, a minimum public float of 500,000 shares, at least 400 shareholders, and an offer price of at least $5. Nasdaq Small Cap Market Securities. The Nasdaq Small Cap Market consists of more than 1,400 companies seeking sponsorship from market makers, have applied for a listing, and meet specific financial requirements. Once a company is approved and listed on this market, market makers can list and trade the company's securities through a sophisticated electronic trading and surveillance system. PENY stocks. Low price stocks traded on the over-the-counter market. Typically refers to stocks that trade below $1 a share. Commercial authorization document that grants power of attorney rights to an agent of the account holder. You will find downloadable forms for limited trade authorization and full trade authorization in the industry forms download zone. It can also be invested through mobile applications. The club can choose to invest through them, the one that suits them best, preferably the one with the least commissions. Just as you can decide to diversify with other alternative investments such as Crowlending that we will describe later. 8 of the best applications to invest in the stock market. Below, you will find a compilation of the best apps to invest in the stock market. An easy alternative, as well as accessible, to earn money. All while increasing the profitability, liquidity, and flexibility of your assets. There are many more, these are the most used, reliable and most recognized. 1. ForexTB. This broker also allows you to invest in currency and cryptocurrency markets, stocks and exchange-traded index funds, ETFs, as well as in contract for difference, CDF, as well as being an app to invest in Bitcoin. One of the advantages of this app is that it shows the risks of operating with CDF by reporting the level of losses of traders on the level of profits. Also, in terms of security, this company separates the investor's money from the company's money, a backup against possible bankruptcies. ForexTB is one of the trading apps with a very simple and intuitive interface. In addition, it provides a large amount of educational material to its clients, video tutorials, articles, webinars, ebooks, online courses. These are just some examples of the tools that this broker provides to its traders. The options vary depending on the type of account you have, ranging from basic to VIP. In addition, it offers the possibility of having a demo account for an amount of $100,000 and a simulated market that can be used to explore strategies, platforms, and indicators. 2+500. It is a trading platform regulated by the Seychelles Financial Services Regulatory Authority and another of the best apps to invest in the stock market. It is a contract for difference, CDF, provider that currently has a portfolio of more than 2,000 instruments. This is a good app to invest in Forex, and it also allows you to trade stocks, commodities, cryptocurrencies, ETFs, options, and indices. It has an intuitive and easy-to-use interface. Plus 500 is an established broker listed on the London Stock Exchange, which maintains clients' funds in separate accounts from those of the company. This platform also offers the option of investing through a demo account, with Play Money, a useful tool for beginners. Also, many of its services are free and do not require commission, among them operations such as deposits, real-time currency quotes, CDF prices, live shares or opening and closing transactions. 3. XTB. The online trading platform XTB has more than 15 years of experience and offices in more than 13 countries, thus consolidating itself as one of the largest FX and CDF brokers in the world. From the organization, they maintain that the execution of operations by this means is ultra-fast, with an average speed of 44 milliseconds. It has been awarded multiple times, and these brokers are audited by financial authorities worldwide such as the CNMV, FCA, KNF, BaFin, SciSEC, among others. With their X Station app, they allow users to access the different financial markets of the world to carry out operations in more than 1,500 instruments. It is a good app to invest in cryptocurrencies, forex, indices, commodities, stocks, and ETFs. For eToro. eToro is an online investment platform and, in turn, an app to invest in the stock market. It is a multi-asset brokerage and social trading company. This intuitive platform has a simple interface that allows investors, from beginners to the most advanced, to invest in stocks and ETFs, cryptocurrencies, and commodities through CDF, safely. Among its main advantages compared to other options is the possibility of buying fractions of shares, receiving notifications about volatility and market events, free access to analysis carried out by experts, and having no limit on investment volume. In addition, it provides scenarios in which shares can be purchased with 0% commission, which means that all profits go to the investor. Nasdaq, SP 500, UK 100, Australia, China 50 or Dow Jones are some of the indices available in this app to invest in the Argentine, Mexican, Colombian and worldwide stock markets. One of its main characteristics is that it has the copy trader option that allows replicating the investment strategies of experienced investors, allowing beginners to use this knowledge. 5. Robinhood Investment for All. That is the premise of Robinhood, one of the most popular stock trading apps thanks to the accessibility it provides to inexperienced investors. This application allows you to invest without commission, set limits so you don't lose everything, access data and quotes in real time, buy fractions of shares and invest with amounts as low as $1. The funny thing is that this has established itself as one of the most attractive for millennials and teenagers. Through this application, several companies that sank into bankruptcy as a result of the impact of COVID-19 found salvation in the hands of these young and inexperienced traders. That was the case of the car rental and leasing company Hertz, which, in mid-2020 and thanks to day traders, managed to skyrocket the value of its shares. In just days, it managed to go from 40,000 to 160,000 shareholders. 6. Yahoo Finance. Being aware of the news and how it can affect operations is key in this activity. Therefore, a good trader needs to be well informed. In this sense, among the applications to invest in the stock market, Yahoo Finance could not be absent, which with its simple and clean interface allows its users to directly monitor the different markets of the world and their securities portfolio through a powerful news service. And the possibility of receiving alerts in real time. Other services such as Bloomberg or Google Finance are also among the most used by traders to keep up to date with information relevant to their operations. 7.99.99. Another of the apps to invest in the stock market favorite among Spanish millennials is 999. This broker, launched less than a year ago, has had significant growth during the pandemic. It offers its users security by being registered with the CNMV, offering protection guarantees to retail investors and having separate accounts from those of its clients. With this application, anyone can invest in the stock market. You only need an email account and a mobile phone number to register. With a simple interface, 99 allows you to navigate between the information of the different companies and markets. They work on the philosophy of growing with the customer, making all the information available to them to carry out operations without frustration. 8. Infobolsa. Infobolsa is the information company of Bolsas y Mercados Españoles, BME, which provides information and trading solutions for the financial sector. Likewise, this service has one of the most essential stock investing apps among traders. This is aimed at a more specialized audience. In that sense, it focuses on long-term investments. Many people wonder if these types of platforms are a scam. To avoid disappointment, it is recommended, when choosing a platform, to verify that it is regulated by a competent authority, that it has cybersecurity and, preferably, that it separates its accounts from those of its users. Now, you can access all the information on the exchange from your mobile and carry out your operations like a professional. With these investment apps you will be able to negotiate with agility and for free, as well as receive alerts in real time that you can take into account to carry out your transactions. In addition, its interfaces are intuitive and easy to use, which makes them accessible to everyone. Crowdlending is a new financial trend that is based on the collaborative economy and consists of the loan of money between individuals and/or companies, and its management is carried out through online platforms. Currently, the countries that have these platforms are Germany, Argentina, Australia, Canada, Chile, China, United States, Estonia, Slovakia, Finland, France, Holland, Israel, Italy, Latvia, Mexico, Poland, United Kingdom, Sweden, and Uruguay. It is a good option for both companies and investors. It allows the former to obtain a source of financing other than banks, through rapid processes and greater flexibility. During 2016, 21 affiliated platforms were registered, indicates the Association of Collective Funding Platforms, AFICO. Investors are offered better interest rate conditions, higher returns, and the option of being able to diversify investments. There are three categories of crowdlending: from person to person, it is when a person directly lends money to another and in the end receives the borrowed amount plus interest. From person to company, it works in the same way as the previous one, but the loan is to companies that request credit, mainly for working capital. Factoring, it is similar to the second, the only difference is that the credits are guaranteed by invoices, promissory notes, or credit documents in favor of the financed company. Do not confuse crowdfunding, investment through a loan in the capital of the company, you put money and they give you shares. Crowdlending, investment through a loan offered to a person or company. Mintos. Most of the comparisons on the best crowdlending platforms coincide in granting Mintos the first position. It is the leading platform in the market, the largest in Europe, with more than 1,000 million euros loaned to more than 100,000 clients throughout the world. Born in 2015 in Latvia, she does not stop growing. It offers an average profitability of 17.5%, according to data from inversionpashava.es, or 12%, as stated by inversormillennial.com. Wide diversity of loans, a variety of countries on the list to diversify the offer, absence of commissions, secondary market in which to sell the shares before maturity, and a buyback guarantee in many cases. Interesting welcome bonus if you register from our exclusive link. https://www.mintos.com/es/l/ref/New Jersey 8DSB. Vi invest with more than 6,500 registered investors. This platform accumulates 3 years of experience since its inception in 2017 in Latvia. In that time it has grown apace, thanks to the many and varied buyback loans it offers. Vi Invest's geographical diversification is considerable. You avoid any commission and you can benefit from an average return of 11%. Interesting welcome bonus if you register from our exclusive link.
https://viainvest.com/users/refer friends/849853752 3?UTM_source refer AF Bondera is a veteran platform specialized in P2P loans based in Estonia. It is the ideal reinforcement for the category of loans between individuals within the set of investment platforms that we present. With Bondera we have access to a huge amount of P2P loans in countries such as Estonia, Finland, and Spain, and the returns that can be achieved are potentially very large. Advantages of investing in Bondera: great trajectory of more than a decade of the platform giving performance to its investors. Investments in loans from just €1. Being able to reach very high levels of diversification with little capital. Very high returns with adjusted risk for the investor. Very simple to use while being very adaptable to our investment style. Possibility of making deposits instantly by bank card, not just transfer. Interesting welcome bonus if you register from our exclusive link. https://bondera.com/ref/hectare6 After Mintos, Twino.eu is one of the largest investment platforms by invested volume in all of Europe, and its benefits:
with a wide range of operations in the 10 to 12% range covered with a buyback guarantee or with guaranteed payments, and the possibility if we wish to invest in different currencies and loan types make it one of the most sought after accessories in the backbone of many crowd portfolios. Advantages of investing in Twino.eu*. It is the second largest crowd lending platform in Europe, only behind Mintos. Abundant supply of loans with returns above the average and a buyback guarantee or guaranteed payments. Possibility of investing in loans denominated in another currency in addition to the euro. Interesting welcome bonus if you register from our exclusive link. https://www.twino.eu/n/join-today ? Refer_friend =$1530555 With the links enabled you will receive a bonus of between €5 and €15 depending on the platform just for registering and starting to invest. You can do it directly on the web pages, but without the invitation link you will not get the bonus. There are more and more Crowlending platforms. Other alternatives to consider are Peerberry, Estate Guru, Swapper, RoboCash, etc. As we've always said, learn, research, and then decide. We are sure that in your future investment club you will make the right decisions for your growth. Conclusion: starting your own investment club for fun and profit is easy if you follow the tips and guidelines outlined in this book. It doesn't matter if you are an amateur investor just starting out or a more experienced investor who wants to expand into more investments, there are people who share your interests and goals. When you are part of an investment group, you will have the advantage of learning more about how to invest in the stock market combined with the pleasure of spending time with people who have a common goal, to gain more investment knowledge and to have fun doing it. There are many books you can buy and places on the internet that describe the information and data you need to invest successfully and profitably. Do not start investing without having a minimum of financial education. Investing doesn't have to be an intimidating experience, but it should be something that you enjoy doing. After following the steps and information in this book on starting an investment club, you are on your way to investing in the stock market. Use this book as a bedside guide to get started on your project. Define your goals and put them in writing. In terms of investments, the best time to do it was yesterday. The second best time for it is now. Bibliography: carefully selected bibliography from more than 1,000 books, so that you get different points of view, as well as ways of seeing and dealing with money, business, and investments. Rich Father Poor Father. Robert Kiyosaki. The Richest Man in Babylon. Gurj S. Klassen. The Year I Worked at Zara and Became a Millionaire. Anonymous. 365 Tips for Your Financial Life. Think and Become Rich. Napoleon Hill. The Money Code. Raymond Samso. Money, Master the Game. Tony Robbins. If you like those audiobooks, please subscribe, give like and share to continue posting material. Thank you.